Hello. In this podcast, we're going to take a look at how to make a good press kit. And for the purposes of this podcast, we're going to focus mainly on the music industry, a music press kit, but press kits can also be made for just about anything, a video game, a film, a business. But we're going to focus on how to make a press kit for a musician, basically. So, what is a press kit? An easy definition is that it's basically a selling kit that you can send to agents. What is included in a press kit? One thing, of course, is the cover letter. You need a letter that introduces yourself or the person or the band that you're representing. Tell the agent a little bit about them, what you're hoping that they will represent, etc. You also need a cover page. The cover page should have your band name and the logo on it. It should always have your contact information, your name, your phone numbers, address, email address, website URL, anything like that. You need biographies of each of the members or of the artist if they're a solo artist. Talk a little bit about them, where they grew up, what their influences are musically, the places that they've played, the venues that they've played, the locations of those venues, what types of things are they influenced by, or are they a tribute band, are they an original band, or acoustic, what type of genre do they play? And then of course you need photos. Now traditionally 8x10 black and whites were standard, but nowadays it's okay to have color photos and also lots of different pictures. I mean, the more the better. You also need to have an equipment page. Talk about the equipment that you use, list the types of equipment that you bring to the venue, and that the types of equipment that you need provided for you. So include brand names, wattage of amps, whether you have a PA system, types of microphones, etc. Even talk about lighting, if that's an important part, and what needs to be provided for you. Also, talk about your booking information. Now, this might be redundant. You'll probably have this more than once throughout your press kit, but that's okay. Make sure that you are providing your contact information. So things like your name, your address, your phone number, your email address, your website URL, things like that. And also you want to have a demo CD, a tape, or a flash drive, something to give to them so that they can hear what they're paying for. It's one thing to have a very impressive press kit and they might be wowed by it, but ultimately they want to know what you sound like. They want to know what they're paying for, so try to provide a demo CD. Also, have a section where you talk about your song list. Your song list, we're not just referring to original songs, that's good too, but talk about the cover songs that you can play as well. And talk about your gig sheet. Talk about where you have performed and the places that you performed in the cities and so forth, things like that. And future appearances as well. And then talk about or show your press clippings. Obviously, if your local band is just starting out, you will not have clippings just yet, but contact your local municipal paper, college paper, city paper, etc., and see if they would cover one of your shows. You want to get press clippings because obviously the more headlines that you can get, the more impressive headlines that you can get, the more impressive reviews that you can get, the more that the agent is going to be impressed by you. And of course, include business cards. Maybe 10 years ago, business cards were maybe a little expensive and more difficult to get, but these days, business cards are very simple to get. Most word processors include business card templates. They can be made fairly easy with the printer and business card paper, so make sure to include business cards in that. And of course, make sure that you have an envelope or a folder that contains the press kit materials and that will catch the club owner or the booker or the agent's eye. Now, if you're doing an electronic press kit, then your envelope is basically going to be your website, your homepage. But if you're doing a hard copy press kit, make sure that you have an envelope that catches the reader's eye. And what makes a press kit effective? Well, number one, if it's organized. If it has all the sections that are clear, things aren't mashed together, things aren't out of place, it flows well and it's very organized. That's one thing. And it contains these essential elements that we've discussed here. And the third thing here is go for the wow factor. Agents or whoever, booking agents, whoever it might be, they get press kits and they see press kits all the time. So what is going to make yours stand out? Really go for that wow factor, particularly like on the cover page and really all throughout. Go for that wow factor. And of course, the last thing is obvious, but make sure that your press kit is free of errors. We've talked before, but nothing spells amateur, nothing screams amateur more than having errors or typos on your pages. So if you can do these things, though, you can have a very effective press kit.